Hello. You are joining me at 4:30 on Wednesday afternoon. As you may be able to see behind me, there's a storm approaching. I have a long way to go if I was to continue with the plan, so I've decided against that. I'm due to cycle over a very large long hill, descend down it to a Lidl, and then to my sleeping spot, but this will all take about 4 hours or so. So I'm going to not go to Lidl and just sleep somewhere on the top of the hill I'm about to go up. The storm is probably going to catch me anyway, but I just can't be bothered to cycle that far. I went onto the WeTap app and there was a water fountain right where I was, so I filled up there. I have enough water. Don't have much food. I have some bread left which I had from lunch. Got some cake. I have an energy bar and some brioche, and I also have some pasta, so I can always have that with some water, as in cook it in the water. That is the plan. And a French cyclist also filled up water at the same time I did, and he warned me of the storm coming. This was all in French, by the way, so I'm actually getting there. I can speak a little bit, mainly because he was doing sort of weather impressions, like this guy does.
It's thunder, lightning out. Oh my god, it's raining hamburgers. Oh my god, it's raining hamburgers. Oh my god, wind's picking up. It's raining hamburgers.
And then I said, 30 minutes, and then he started talking. I don't know what he said, but anyway, I think I've probably got about half an hour. Right, that's enough rambling anyway. Bye bye. Okay, I've gone into I guess this is a forest, but it's just on the side of the road I was hiking up. Didn't get too far up the hill, it's already started raining. I put these on about a second ago, just I don't want to get wet shoes or top. But yeah, the trouble is the bike isn't fully waterproof. This here isn't waterproof. That's obviously open, but that's fine. You can hear the thunder. This isn't waterproof at all. These obviously aren't. This has a cover on, but I can't quite hack how to get the cover completely over, so that was completely drenched this morning. Most things were wet last night, apart from the panniers, and even this bag had water in as well. The seat has a cover, the saddle even. So I need to go to a camping shop and fix that, because I'm fed up of, well, I will be getting fed up if my bike constantly just gets soaked every time it rains. At least I'm keeping dry anyway. So whilst it's raining, I'm just keeping shelter. I have just seen music to my ears, if that's possible. There is a decathlon right opposite a Lidl. It will take me probably a couple of hours to get there tomorrow morning, so I will stay here the night. I will make sure my bike is waterproofed up, and I will head off tomorrow morning and get all the essentials. I also need to get some more camping gas, because it probably has 1 or 2 more uses out of it left. I enjoy not having to stick to strict plans. It's nice just being able to be flexible. So I found a water tap, a local forest, and that's me sorted. It's 5 o'clock, so you know it's a good time to stop for the day. I am about an hour and a half away from Lidl and Decathlon, which is where I'll be going tomorrow morning. And I have 2.5 bottles of water. What I'm going to do is use up all those bottles of water tonight and maybe a bit of tomorrow morning, then cycle back down the hill, which is 5 minutes away, back to the water fountain, fill up with more water there, and then go off to Lidl. I like improvising, it's good fun. A little bit further down from the road in this forest, there is an old riverbed. Don't know how well you can spot it, but you can see the rocks and this sort of winding path that goes all the way down. And here's a very nice flat spot in what is a rather unlevel, unflat surface. So I will put my tent here, which is rather satisfying. Okay, the tent is in the riverbed. In hindsight, it might have been better just to put it on the normal surface because it's a little bit stony and rocky at the bottom of the riverbed, as you might imagine, but it's not too bad. I have put some more glue onto my sleeping mat, so I am hoping that that will be fixed, so I'll have a comfy sleep. If it isn't fixed by the morning, I'm going to Decathlon, so I can always get a new one. I'm glad I stopped early. Need an early night tonight. Eat some food and then go to bed. Well, that was a very interesting last hour and a half of cycling. The first part was lovely, really fun, really enjoyable. I was going downhill quite fast, down the hill that I came up last night. Lovely views, incredible views, and then up around some kind of farming areas where maybe they're growing grapes for wine or whatever that's called. Really nice. And then it's a bit hilly through the villages, and then I came up onto it's almost like a footpath, quite rocky, so almost like mountain biking in a way. Quite fun, but quite time consuming as well. Then I came out of there and onto a track, very steep downhill, and that was quite fun, and then onto a main road into a village, and now I'm on a bike path. So a huge range of surfaces, and I'm still yet to reach the town where Lidl and Decathlon are. But anyway, lovely. Hello. I am in the town. It's called something like Chalon-sur-Saône, but I've stopped off outside Decathlon. I've actually already been there. I bought lots of things, a couple of stuff sacks, more camping gas, and maybe some other things, but I can show you later. I then just been to McDonald's, so I thought why not, and I spent £15 there. Got quite a bit of food. Got my batteries charging. I've got data here, so I'm going to plan my route into Switzerland. I'm actually very close. And because it's almost a weekend, I might have a day off in Geneva and spend the day looking around there. So it's very exciting. So I'm going to get lots done now. Sorry, 2 secs. I should get into the habit of learning how to pronounce these places before I try and say them. It's Chalon-sur-Saône or something like that, not Swan, or whatever I said before. I've just finished my McDonald's. Very hungry. I'm now going to plan my trip. Okay, an update. I have gone on to Warm Showers, which is a website where people can host for a night or two. And I have requested to stay with, well, I sent about 10 messages to different people in Geneva to ask if I can stay with them for a night on Sunday or Monday. Today is Thursday. I sent about maybe 7 messages, so I'm going to wait and see if I get any responses. There aren't any campsites in Geneva. There's one on the route about 60k, so a day's cycle ride after Geneva. That's £25 though, so campsites aren't the best. I think wild camping is going to be difficult, especially in Geneva because it's obviously a city. So Warm Showers is kind of the only real option here. Okay, it's about 12:30. So I spent a lot of time planning this because I think it'd be worth it. I still need to go to Lidl, which is opposite me somewhere, and then I'll head off. I'm not going to go as far as originally planned today. I'm just going to go another 30k. I have 100 miles till Geneva exactly. I'm going to split that into the remaining half of today and 2 more days, because it's also very hilly. So that's the plan. There's a car in front of me and I'm going the same speed as it. If I put this in fast forward, it would look like I'm going the same speed as a car. Or at that, as I am. Is that even a car? I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna strip stream behind it. Okay, this is a weird one. I've just had 2 messages back from the Warm Showers website from 2 different people saying that they would be happy to host me on Monday. Well, it's just really strange to think about that. So I am able to stay at someone's house on Monday night, completely free, dinner provided. I have an idea of which person I would like to accept on Monday, and the other person said that she probably can't do Sunday, but she would let me know, and if not, she would ask if one of her friends can host me instead. But I'll give it some time. I'll wait for the other people to respond if they do, and then I'll reply back to them later today. But that's promising and that's good. And if they can't host on Sunday, if no one can, I can always stay an extra day in the forest. Before I saw those messages, I wasn't really in the mood for cycling, feeling a bit lethargic, but that's given me a real boost. I'm really going quite fast now and I'm looking forward to getting there. It's amazing what a good bit of news can do to your speed and motivation. Okay, update time.
You're joking. Not another one?
It's 5:15 on Thursday. I have just stopped off at Lidl to pick up dinner for tonight and lots of water. I'm having a lentil dal. Hello. I will be trying to find somewhere to sleep in the next sort of 10 minutes or a couple of kilometers. I don't know exactly where, so I thought I might as well take you with me so we can try and find it together. And so you can just see what I go through when I try and find somewhere to stay the night. So it looks like we're going into a bit of a forest, which is ideal. But we're currently on a busy, well, it's not busy, but it's a footpath and you may get people walking by. So ideally I want to be away from this so that there's little chance of people being able to see where I am. Okay, the cycle track was just at the end of this little track here. And I've come down here, and there's a little turning in here. So let's have a little gander and see what we can find. Well, this looks quite nice here. I'd like to stay away out of sight from that track there. So what I'll do is I'll stay here for say 40 minutes, see if anyone goes past. There might be some people going past on the cycle path just on the other side of the bush, but if not, I'd happily stay in here. I could go into the forest, but it's quite, well, it's not really a forest, it's a very small wooded area, but it's quite close to the track on the side, which is probably owned by a farmer. So we'll go here for now. Okay, so I have moved my tent a little bit into the forest just because I felt a little bit exposed back over there. The footpath just runs along there. You can kind of see the footpath actually, so I went around the perimeters to check to see if you could see the tent, but you pretty much can't unless you really want to find it. So I'm pretty invisible here. which is good. So I'll stay here. Not the most privative here. Would normally like it to be a bit more, but you know, it'll do. Be fine. Okay, I'm sure you're all dying to find out what I bought earlier. So this is the first thing. This is just a rucksack waterproof cover, but it fits nicely, as expected, onto all of my bits at the front. This is just in reaction to when all my stuff got wet. On to the next thing. I bought this pillow. It's incredibly comfy. This is a really soft cover. You inflate it using your mouth. £15 or 15 euros, and it's really good. Then I also got 2 stuff sacks, just because when things get wet, other things can get wet. Like my nice down jacket got a little bit wet because it was next to the tent, so the jacket's in there at the moment. And then this is going to be probably for the sleeping bag, because it doesn't have a liner bag at the moment, so we can go in there. But anyway, that's my stuff. Hello. Dinner is served. Chickpea dal with some rather odd looking bits of treats on top, but oh well, we learn. I've also exchanged some messages with Mark. He has confirmed that I can come on Monday evening at 6:30 PM. He's given me his address and his phone number, so I will be visiting him then. I think that's good. I'm not too bothered about Sunday. I know it's illegal, but I can stay in the I guess the Alps on Sunday night, cycle down into Geneva, spend the day there, and then stay with him on the Monday. So I'm not too bothered. So that's the plan. I think I might end it here for the episode. It will continue tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and see you at the next one.